hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. Last time we beat the main game, but this time we're going to start collecting for the rest of the items. Starting with this one. Trace. Somehow there is a new variant on Sudra, and he's working for the Rusalki. He's young, more importantly, he has the Axiom Disruptor. If you can still read this, kill him. He can undo everything we've worked for. I still haven't determined where he came from. If there is some alternate passage into the breach, we absolutely must find it. I'm going to make at least 2 new variants to deal with this. Okay, so that's clearly a note about us. So I guess Eighth Toast wasn't really that good of a guy. I don't know. But how would he even be investigating anything when he's trapped in that little, you know, whatever it was he's trapped in? Anyways, interesting. So we're going to be collecting for 100% items. I'm not going to go for 100% map completion. You'll see why in this video. Now, this episode, I'm going to have some issues with some of the collecting here. Like, for instance, and I have looked up online how to get these, so I am following, like, online maps and guides and whatnot. I was just going to go with the location of the thing, but that is not going to be enough. So, what you have to do here, there's no way through all this. There isn't. Okay, it doesn't exist. What you have to do here is actually use your address disruptor to disrupt that little drone thing down there. And once you do, you actually gain control of it. When you press left, it goes left. When you press up, it goes up. And that's something that I didn't realize when I address disrupted those things before. So yeah, the little cut there was because I needed to take a break and figure out how to do this. Yeah, I've already got him disrupted. So we're going to come up here. It just matters. You don't even have to be on the same screen technically. You just have to be able to. You don't even have to. Yeah, you don't even have to see him. You just have to press the button, and it goes where it goes. It will also fire when you press the square button. So with that, we can come down here and get this. It is a new weapon. Reverse Slicer. Spins through the air, then reverses direction. This will pierce through, as you can see, it's piercing through solid objects and floors and whatnot. So that's kind of neat. It's a little bit on the slow side. It's not... I almost feel like all the weapons are, like, generally about the same power level. Now, this one here, this is where I'm really going to start to have problems with the design of some of these items. So what you have to do is you have to corrupt those purple things, and then come into here, and notice how those exploded? So, basically, when you address disrupt those things, they're going to transition into the next room with you. But you need to have them positioned in a way that they don't just immediately die when you transition into the next room. So this is not the most productive use of this. We'll just go back up here and get annoyed by this guy. And we'll go back to this room, and we'll drop a save, because why not? And then we'll go back down, and those guys will respawn because we were 2 rooms away. And we'll attempt this again. This is... like, I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out without a guide. I mean, maybe someone somewhere did, and that's how it became knowledge, but this... like, look at this. So we go over. Yeah, you need him to appear in that upper right corner, and then he can actually shoot that thing. And of course that one is... oh, so you're still here. So I think he's got to be just up higher. but not that high, because now he just explodes because he's in the ceiling and he can't be there. This is annoying. So I just came back to, you saw how the idea was to get this. I just came back to when I actually did it correctly. So yeah, that's what you got to do to get through there. That is super cryptic, and I do not like it at all. Proverb. Back in the ancient days, black-headed, treated from the world, blah blah blah. This is... a lone orphan plowed the barley. Is any of this even relevant to anything? I don't think it is. Far to the east, where it might become relevant, where the sea and mountains meet, where the kings conspired. Dinger Gizbar. Oh! Dinger Gizbar. Okay, that's going to become important later. That is, Dinger Gizbar is actually one of the passwords that you can input on the password screen. I only know that because, well, I got to the part where I had to look that up online to see what the passwords were and how to use them. Knowing that, I don't know how you're supposed to know that that was the password. But more importantly, oh yeah, remember this area by Elsnova? This was insanely difficult to get up. It took me like 30 tries. What I ended up having to do was jump up. At the peak of your jump, you have to do your double dash up. And then you have to release the thing. And then teleport to it. And then use the... I had to use the grapple on the ceiling above. And... then I was able to launch the robot drone again onto the place. And that is how you get up to that ledge. And this is also why I'm not going to get 100% map completion. Turbine Pulse. This is a weird weapon. It sounds really cool. Blades of spinning energy. You press square to fire the thing. You can hold it to do that, but I don't ever want to be that short range with things. And again, the blasts are not like any stronger than any other blast from any other weapons we've seen. Oh, we can drill down here for no real good reason. So yeah, this room here is why I'm not going to get 100% on the map completion. Okay, so I had to get up there. I still didn't get up high enough to get... we just barely got the box up there. So now, I don't know how we're supposed to get the map on the other side of this area, because there's not... I didn't mean to do that. There's not a good way of doing that. So, yeah. We're not going to get the full map. We're going to miss at least a couple squares over there. Now we're back in the beginning area. Now, here's the thing. The password that we did randomly find, I had been in this room before, and I had that password active. What you have to do is be in this room, deactivate the password, and activate the password specifically while you're in this room. I don't know how you're supposed to know where to go with that password, and how you're supposed to know to deactivate it, and you have to activate it in that room. You can't just have it active the entire time, because I came into this room with it active the entire time, and absolutely nothing happened. But once I deactivated it and reactivated the password while standing in the room, then that section of wall disappears and that door appears and you can go through there. I mean, it was cryptic enough to try and get that password. I still don't know how we managed to trigger getting it. I know we got it with the address disruptor and we saw it up in the corner. I don't know how. So So this sort of crypticness in the collecting, I do not like at all. And I have a feeling that that's what a lot of the things we missed are going to end up being on the level of crypticness, but these password doors are really bad. Speaking of other things I've learned, let's talk about the secret worlds. So I found 2 secret worlds. When you start the game, when you first start up the game, you're going to have 5 secret worlds that will unlock. These secret worlds will be in random locations. Not completely random. There are set places where secret worlds could potentially appear. However, there's 100. I didn't actually count them, but there's like at least 100 set places where these secret worlds can appear. By the way, that flamethrower weapon, you need another password. I don't know how we're supposed to find all of these passwords. I don't know how you're supposed to know where to use them. Or which password to use where. That is cryptic, and I do not like it one bit. We get the flamethrower, which it actually pierces through walls and objects, so that's pretty useful. Decent range too. I like this one. And decent power output. You know, Ice Shards has 40 base power. Flamethrower, it should be strong. It works in water too. Go figure. And, I mean, Flamethrower has base 90 power, so yeah, of course it's going to be better. And of course it goes through walls and stuff because it has 100% accuracy. Enemies can't dodge it. You can't. Okay, that's enough Pokemon references. So yeah, that is my frustrations with the crypticness of some of these items. That, to me, that is bad design. And I'm going to end up downgrading this game because of that, and because of that whole how the plot thing kind of ended, where they built you up to have a choice, and then the game's like, oh no, you don't really have a choice to fight against Else Nova or not. You only get to fight against Aethertos, and then that's the end of the game. Not a fan of that. I mean, that could be forgiven if we get a sequel where you are going to be fighting against the Rusalki. But I'm not aware of any such thing that's going to be happening. Now, this flamethrower is kind of nice. Another fun thing to do, you know that giant head thing you can ride in the indie area? Ride on that and then just use various weapons. The flamethrower will actually be, if you're firing it into the direction you're traveling, it'll actually be going behind you. You'll be traveling faster than the flamethrower. It's kind of amusing. Up here, we actually have another place for a password. So this will be the third of these sorts of passwords. I'm going to enter the password in on camera. Yeah, see, the last one we used was that Dinger Gizbar. This one, I don't know where you're supposed to find this password that I'm about to enter. But yeah, this is the password you use, and this is the room where you have to use it. There will be one other password like this that we need, that we will need to use in another area somewhere in the game. I'm definitely using a guide on it. If all the items we missed are this cryptic, I have no problems using a guide and complaining about it. Yeah, this password, I don't know where you get this password. I don't really care where you get this password. I got it on the internet. So I don't like crypticness in these sorts of games when it comes to these things. And I don't like that precise area over by where we had Else Nova to try and jump up and contend with. I'm actually going to start address disrupting these guys just in case I need their power specifically to break a block. And it's not like they're going to harm me after... Well, the regulars are going to harm me. They're going to harm me before I can disrupt them. This. Wait. Okay, you can get to die because of that. You're friendly, and we have a thing here. And this thing is the orbital discharge. Clings to and travels along any surface it touches. So it kind of looks like the data bombs when you bust them out, but then when it hits a wall or something, then it starts doing that. Again, a neat little weapon. That's all. It's a neat little weapon. That's all it is. Oh, secret worlds. Darn it, I'm almost out of time. So yeah, the secret worlds are going to spawn randomly when you start the game. And given the massive amount of locations that they could potentially appear in, I am not going to go searching for the other secret locations. They don't. The items you get from there don't actually count towards the 100% item completion rate anyways, for whatever reason, so whatever. Yeah, that is my thoughts and views on that. I am not hunting down secret worlds. Not when there's that many potential locations. Alright, I will see you guys next time, and we'll continue collecting.